series these days. Even when I start something, also because it's also part of how I'm reprogramming my whole life, I guess. But I'm eating a lot right now. I'm looking for calories. Today I was at the boulangerie and there's this boulangerie that I go to that is just like crossing both streets from when I have to turn and go to my gym. And well, it's closed on Monday, but every time I go to the gym and then I come back, I'm like, shouldn't I get something after the gym, like just for... And now that I'm tracking my calories on an app, I'm like, oh my god, I don't eat enough, but I knew that. And now that I am, I see the difference in my body. Muscles are coming, guys. Anyway, but whatever. So now also when I'm eating something, I will eat it. I don't mind about the more packs or whatever. I will eat it and then I will buy some more. I'm just like that. So, and when I watch the series, I'm like, I'm gonna watch it, like binge watch it, because I don't know, because I'm like, I love it. It's good. I want the experience, and then go to the next. I think it was mostly part of my trauma about like leaving people, leaving stuff. Like, it's hard. It was hard. I used to live in Brazil for some time. My father's Brazilian, my mom's French. My father was, he's dead now. But I had this family there, so I would go and see them when I was a kid, and I would stay like the whole summer there. And I remember like this is like the easiest trauma that I can talk about. Like every time we would come back to France, here in France I don't have much of a family. Only my mom, my aunt, and my grandpa now. I don't have cousins, anything, so I'm the youngest. I'm the one still working. They're all retired, and but there, my father had 6 siblings. I have my family there is an iceberg. I probably know just 30% of it, because they all had. I have so many cousins who have kids now, who had like the family's so big, and all the people in law that they have, So I would always have a good time. We would go have fun. I mean, do a lot of things, and because they would used to take me out for whatever reason, just to have some fun, and so back then, it was like life, just summer vacations, go to the beach, do anything, and have fun with my siblings, with my cousins, which were, even though older than me, they were still young at heart, and they would do anything for me, so I'd be like very spoiled. So coming back to France with my mom, even though I love my this world, like, to find a good TV show, like, that you really enjoy, that you know, like, and that will take your time, and you'll be like, oh my god, yes, I'm so happy that I'm going back to this. Like, it is hard. I think it depends. Maybe if you're super easy, then you can do and watch whatever you want. But I don't know if I'm picky, but I think it's a bit hard, maybe harder to really find the right one. I don't know. But I also see with experience that I can find many good TV shows. So I thought I'd stop this. I'm so sorry. It's just me coming back to these things. I'm so sorry for that noise. It was just here in the beginning for you to be like, oh, are you still listening? But I thought I did everything right for it not to come up. Anyway, so I was thinking either I talk about Wicked or Heated Rivalry first. What's the hook here? Okay, I'm gonna talk about Heated Rivalry because I was talking about TV shows. It's a very good show. That's all. Thank you so much. Bye. No. What I love the most, and what I loved the most, also, like, for example, during season 2 of Euphoria, was the TikToks. Like, how the level of, I'm okay with Euphoria. It's an okay show for me. I'm not like, oh wow. It's a feeling. It's not that I can, like, name whatever precisely. Maybe Rue, I don't like her. I don't know. In a way, it's kind of like, to me, it comes like it's so easy to do something trash, but it's good. It's good. Know what I mean? So, why was I talking about that? Did I want to make a parallel about? I don't know. I'm lost. Oh my god. So, the first 2 episodes of Heated Rivalry, I was like, that's good, but it's not enough for me. And then right when I was telling that to myself, they did episode 3, and of course, guys, there I melted. Oh yeah, I was talking about, sorry. characters would come to me, I'd be like, okay, yeah, let's find a quiet place just for us to. Just kidding. But yeah, no, I completely like just the characters. I'll be like, okay, yeah, okay, they're sexy, it's fine. And then episode 3, but I know why. I just didn't connect for so many reasons, like in so many personal levels to their relationship. Because also I've never had to live a hidden relationship like this, so that was most of it on episode 1 and 2. But episode 3, oh my god, with Scott and Kip, I felt everything. My body, if you know what I mean, my whole body felt it, and I cried, and my heart was racing, and I was like, oh my god, it was so cute, but so yeah. So, yeah, oh my god, I cried, oh my god, I still, and what I'm going to say is that I'm so sorry I don't remember her name, but like Kip's best friend, the girl who dances with Scott, this scene made me cry. Oh my god, I'm still gonna cry. But because I think about my girlfriends too, and the way that they think of us, their gay best friends, and I'm thinking about all my girlfriends who would have done the same for me, and you don't imagine how important those friends are, and how they can be life-changing, and how they have your back, and that's why this scene is so important, and this character, so sorry I don't remember her name. The boys were too much for me to handle, so I just remembered them. But how much of an impact she's done. And yeah, that just made me think about all my girlfriends who also have my back and who I couldn't live without. Also, I cannot live with my best friends, but they're super important. They're everything, and this is proof. This show is proof of that. And this couple is wow. was like, I think I prefer this one because it's where everything comes out, where everything, like, well, you have the end, obviously, so. And maybe I remember, like, the first episode was a bit too long for me, I don't know. Because then I feel like the second one was shorter, like, I just feeling, Anyway, yeah, I loved it. I don't know much what else to say except for that. It was so great. Again, I am in love. I mean, it's now my phase that I'm going through with my best friend. I'm always saying flip it around because of this metamorable flip it around wicked witch. And she didn't know about that, so when we got out of the theater, I was like, the whole movie, I was thinking about flip it around wicked witch, and she was like, what are you talking about? I was like, you haven't seen it on TikTok, you have not seen it. So I showed her, because it was a remix, the best thing is a remix. She was like, that's good. Yeah. But since I showed it to her, I got so many other videos about it, like flip it around, wicked witch, wicked witch. So yeah. Again, TikTok is here for hyping. It's like an addition to, it's a large addition to a piece, I think. It brings not only, because it's not like I would have these before I would watch these pieces, you know what I mean? I didn't have a lot of Heated Rivalry content before watching it. Same with Wicked. I mean, no, Wicked was there all year long, so it doesn't count, but yeah. And you might say, oh yeah, because now it's big, and also if you are liking one video after you've seen it, then you will have more. Obviously, that is true. But it's also the way that we kind of like consume things. It's like, I'm gonna watch the show because I've heard about it, like from other people, rather than I've seen it on social media. And then I will enjoy watching every possible video that is around it on TikTok. That's just facts. Yeah, because otherwise you won't be like watching and liking all the way. Because today, oh my god, it was insane. I filmed it because I had like maybe 10 videos about Heated Rivalry on a row. Guys, slow down. Anyway, so talking about two parts movies. First, I obviously want to talk about Kill because I've watched it like last weekend, and I don't know why it does that. And also, I was thinking about like Harry Potter, about how much I love the eighth, like the second part of the seventh. That's all. That's all I want to say, because I really, in this, as much as with Wicked, I think I prefer the second part. But anyway, it's like, for me, it's the same piece. So just like Kill Bill, first Quentin wanted to do like a whole, just one 4-hour, 20 minutes movie, 4 hours, 40, I don't know. But obviously he couldn't, for so many reasons. this character and this. Everything, every scene is a masterpiece. Every scene is so thought of. Every moment, every breathing. It's my favorite movie from all times. Then comes Call Me by Your Name. I know it's such so two different words, but and I was thinking, because I remember my best friend telling me like ages ago, did you prefer the first or the second? it's triggering, you know. But anyway, she knows how to kill, so of course she will do that. And she's like getting back also herself, her daughter that she didn't think she would get back. This movie is not just like revenge as best served cold, you know, as like pure killing. It's just like her getting back to her body, her getting back to like feeling aligned. And revenge is like very a powerful feeling, but it's you get it for a reason. Most of the time it's justice, because you feel like you're entitled to it. So in this way, it is very strong for someone to just want it and then claim it, because I think you're going above, you're doing the extra mile, you know, that maybe you shouldn't be doing, you know what I mean? It's like maybe, but maybe you should be doing it. And she did it. She did it right. That's a good thing. I'm so sorry. Let me just take care of this sound. Turns out I can't. Oh, anyway, I thought I could, because doing this video, like at first I was like, okay, but yeah, my fridge has this noise that I'm just like, oh. Anyway, that is so random. Anyway, I think I was done here. In the end, it was more like, let's talk about what I've watched recently. Yeah, but I think it's good. I like that. I could do like a more specific ramble about work, because I've been working last week and I'm working next week. So I'll do that later when I'll be done with my January work, because then I'm going to work again by the end of February. So yeah, like for shows, as if you didn't know, I am a casting director, and right now it's Men's Fashion Week, and by early March it will be women's, like ready to wear, as we call it. Anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to end it with saying that I'm really manifesting this revenge of these old versions of me, and I actually did like a little thing with my journal, and as you know, as she has the kill list, I also did my own of the versions of myself that I wanted to kill this year. And it's a lot about not having enough like confidence, you know, and I've been working on that for quite some time now, but to have this on paper and be conscious about like all these 5 versions of myself that I don't want anymore, I'm like, not all the time, but I think consciously sometimes, and most likely unconsciously also, I am really like trying to figure out and be like, it's almost printed in my head, be like, oh, here you could have done this, here you can do this, here, like all these little things and little tricks that I can do for myself, that I can show up for myself best version in the end, but you only can do it with putting the work. So